Nikola here. Can we just get a thumbs up or some waves or something that we are actually audio and visible? In the chat, just type in the chat that you're okay. Thanks for that, guys. We'll start in a minute. Let's just wait for some more people to come in. I see them in the lobby room. So we'll start in a minute or so. Thanks, everyone. Hi, everyone. Thanks again for everyone for joining. My name is Nikola. And before I start, I will just briefly introduce what you're going to expect today. So today's session is all about how to build a perfect chatbot. It's going to be separated into two parts. My name is Nikola, and I'm a CMO at Smartsupp. I'm going to take care of the first part, but my colleague Danil will take care of the second part and show you how actually you can use Smartsupp to build a perfect chatbot for your business. So the agenda is pretty much simple. There's this introduction now. Then I'm going to share some news and insight from our chatbot study. Dan will show you how to create a perfect chatbot. We will have time for questions and, of course, to conclude the sessions. The session will be roughly 50 to 60 minutes, depending on the questions. It will be recorded. The recording will be sent automatically, but we'll also include it in our monthly newsletter. And feel free to leave any questions in the chat. Our amazing customer care team is ready to answer all of your questions. Also, during this webinar, I'm going to share some polls and questions with you. It would be amazing if you could answer them, because that will help us understand who you are, what kind of problems we can solve for you, and so on and so on. So without further ado, I will start with the first bit, where I will speak a bit more about Smartsupp, of course, and what we do. At Smartsupp, we are building solutions and tools to drive online sales with conversations. This includes live chat, chatbots, and automated conversations. We have a variety of solutions on hand. If you're familiar with our platform, you can check out and test out these solutions. But for now, we are just going to focus on chatbots that are primarily used to convert your visitors and engage them on your website by automated messages, all with the idea to answer all your customers' inquiries and close more sales as well. Of course, this is not only what we do, and recently we have released a fairly new value as well in the product. So if you haven't seen this before, we have actually released a kind of new integration wave that we want to integrate Smartsupp with the rest of your tech stack. Within the Smartsupp dashboard, you will find a form where you can add your suggestion, what kind of information integration we will need to work on. We will gladly appreciate your feedback and your direction into building the tech stack, because we also love to listen to our customers and their needs. One of these tools, of course, that we built recently and improved, maybe some of you didn't know, but we do have very well-built mobile apps that you can actually have the same functionality as from the web, but in your mobile phone as mobile app, so you can take care of your customers and their inquiries on the go. Also, at the same time, we have developed the SDK. This is not to be confused with mobile apps. The SDK is a way how we embed Smartsupp into your mobile application if you have one, so you can actually provide support and sell through your mobile app similarly as you are doing to your website. If you have more information on these, please reach out to us or to our expert team, and they will gladly show you what we are building and cooking for you. None of these are built from just in ideas. We are really closely monitoring what our customers are saying to us, what we need to build. And I can definitely tell you that Smartsupp is a worldwide recognized live chat and chatbot solutions. We have clients around the world, and we are constantly growing, some of them here. And last year, by the end of the year, we took an initiative to actually to do a study to help understand how people are actually using our chatbots. And we did publish a chatbot study, but it's mainly focused on the Czech market. But I think insights that we have discovered there will be valuable for you as well. So just a quick overview. We have analyzed 70,000 websites. Out of them, 35 are active e-shops or website, and 24.2% are using Smartsupp, and they're actively engaging their audiences through chatbots and Smartsupp solutions. In Czech Republic alone, our solution has been viewed 140 million times. There's 300,000 times of conversations, and they are really, really some significant numbers. But what we found, and what I think would be interesting for you as well, is that seems to be that the combination of automated solutions and human touch is perfect for a premium customer service. Whether you are answering queries or selling on your website, using chatbot and live chat will bring you the best results, hence the topic of this webinar. So 90% of e-shops which have chatbots have also used live chat in our analysis, but also live chat followed the chatbots in 55% of all conversations. Indeed, we see the biggest value is if you could use automations through chatbots and live chat, and like this provide a premium customer service. And this also makes sense because chatbots are there to automate your things when you are not available to do so. As you can see, the average number of chatbot conversations and average number of live chat conversations during the week were pretty even. But over the weekend, the number of average chatbot conversation is double. This obviously means that even though it's a weekend, you might not be working, there are still customers visiting your website and want to have some kind of service, if need information, or just want to buy something. Using chatbots and our solutions will definitely help you to convert these visitors and provide premium service, even if you don't actually are available to do so, and which we also obviously recommend. This is interesting trends also happening when we evaluate the data from month-to-month basis. As we can see, there is a peak for some reason in January, February, and March, where visitors are most likely to use chatbot conversations. We argue it might be during returning of orders, providing more information about warranty or so on. But in general, there's usually a time of the year that you can see the chatbots are more prevalent than using live chat solutions. But there are these peaks that might mean different things locally. Again, this is the data for Czech Republic, but I think it definitely shows a direction that indeed using chatbots and humans in one as a solution to provide great customer service is a smart move. So in general, I would just wrap up with why would you use chatbots in general, especially Smartsupp chatbots, of course, is to provide a service when you're unable to, definitely automate some frequently asked questions and their answers, provide necessary info on working hours and delivery through automated ways so you're not worried or repeating your questions all the time, and of course, to recommend your products automatically. You can definitely with chatbots recommend products that you have more on stock, or you wish to do a seasonal sales campaign or whatever, you would use chatbots to automate this process for you as well. And since last year, we also now have lead gen chatbots, and then we'll show you more of them that you can use to actually collect lead information that you can reach out to your customers and sell them later. This is especially useful for businesses that have more complex products and that they require multi-touch with their customers. In general, I think there's a huge value of using chatbots for your e-shop, from providing answers and selling automatically. But of course, we would argue that the best customer service will happen with the optimal combination of chatbots and human interactions, and we recommend you to use this direction in your business forward. That being said, I'm kind of done with my part. I will jump in later in the QA section. But for now, Daniel will show you how you build a perfect chatbot in Smartsupp specifically. Thanks. Dan, the floor is yours.
Carmen. Hello, everyone. Nikola, thank you for the introduction. And yeah, as you heard, it's a practical part of the webinar. And now I'm going to walk you through the chatbot building process. And basically, we're going to do it in two ways. We'll start with the hard way, basically building a chatbot from scratch. And the second way, I'll show you how to build a chatbot literally like quickly in 5, maybe 10 minutes. And I'm sure those tips will definitely save up your time. So I will share my screen. I will share this whole window, share. And please, could you confirm in the chat that you can like see my screen and that's fine. Yes, great, you can see. Okay, let's start. So this is the Smartsupp environment. I'm sure you're familiar with this. I'm not going to go into details because today we're focusing on chatbots. And as I said, we will start with the hard way, and I'll start building a chatbot from scratch. I've pre-built two chatbots, some short, very simple chatbots before the webinar because our time is limited, and we'll take a look at those chatbots a bit later. So now let's start building chatbot from scratch. And after clicking this button, I get into environments where I can basically design the chatbots, where I can set it up and do whatever I need with it. And as you can see, it always starts with welcome message. This is the very first message where you mainly want to greet your visitor and say, hello, how can I help you, for example. And before we start building this chatbot, I want to tell you that for today's session, I picked up one company. We're going to build a chatbot for them because I think it'll be easier for us to use some company as an example. And I'm sure you know this company. Maybe some of you use their products right now. And this is Apple company, worldwide giant technology company. And yeah, so Apple, and let's build a chatbot for Apple. So the first message will be welcome and greeting. Let's say something. I'm Apple's chatbot. How can I help you? Something like this. Let's say this. And yes, typically we need to add some replies to start branching this message. So what I suggest is to when I click this button, basically I can see the menu of four types of buttons, and so we will review all of those buttons. But for now, we start with the green one, which is chat message, and this is very simple. When you click this type of button, you receive a text reply, nothing more. So in the start, I suppose, or I propose to add two buttons, which is, from my experience, is the best approach how to build chatbots, is segment visitors on new and current customers. So let's write something like, I'm new. What do you offer? Okay, let's save this, and let's add another reply, which is, I'm just current customer. I need help. Let me correct it. I need help. Let's save this. So at this point, I segment visitors into segments, into groups, new visitors and current customers. So when you're new on the website, probably you are interested in products. What do they offer? What do they sell? And when I'm current customer, probably I just need support and maybe some, I don't know, refunds, whatever I need. But I already have products, so I don't need to buy anything. So let's start with the first branch. I'm new, what do you offer? So in this branch, we're probably going to pitch our products and sell products. So in Apple's case, they have, I'm sure you know, like some MacBooks, I don't know, iPads, iMacs, whatever they sell. And they presented like, they categorize as like products for work, for personal use, for business, for school. So we can use same categorization and let's try to realize it here. So let's type a message like, great. For what would you need it? something like this. And let's our replies, let's again just use those green buttons like for work, for school. Let's use for personal use, and let's add another one, the last one for business, I don't know, B2B sector. So I'm not going to like finalize all those branches because we'll finalize for work branch and for business branch just to showcase you the most important features. And for school, for personal use, will be probably very similar to for work, but with different products. So for work, we can use another categorization like they sell MacBooks and I don't know iMacs. So we can add another categorization like MacBooks and iPads, for example. They are great for work. So here can be a question like, what are you interested in? Something like this. And in the MacBooks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put links on these specific products in these text fields. I have prepared those links. They're here, and let me just copy those links and paste them. So probably you have a question, why do I do this? It does not look visually good, and it does not really tell anything about the product. I agree with it that visually does not look good, but I'll tell you what, our chatbots can preview those links and actually, you know what, I will show you this. Better to show than explain. So while building your chatbots, sometimes you want to test it, and it's not necessary to publish your chatbots on the website to test it. So I can just click preview button to test this specific feature. So I click preview and I get into testing environment where I can test the chatbots without any kind of consequences. So let's find the specific place with MacBooks. I'm new with the offer. And then we pick up a work button and we click on MacBooks. So chatbot sends me some links and it previews it in this kind of way in a carousel. So you can see previewed pictures of the chatbots, the name of the chatbots, of the products, I mean, the name of the product, the like little bit of description, and the CTA call to action button, right? So this is the great way how to present and push some like specific, products that you want to sell more in your e-shop. Right. So this looks good, and we can do the same for let's close this testing environment. So we can do the same for iPads. Same way, let's copy those links and get back and just put them into this field. So it basically will do the same with iPads and with MacBooks. It will just preview pictures of these iPads and we'll add some CTAs, call to action buttons. And yes, that's it. And in the same way, you can do the same for school and for personal use. But I want to save up a little bit of my time, and I can actually I'll show you one little trick. You can delete these buttons just for like real quick, delete them, and you can duplicate this button for work and select the location where you want to duplicate it. So I'm new with the offer right here, duplicate it, and duplicate it once again in the same section, right? So you can see 3 for work buttons. What I'm going to do, I'll just rename them for school, for personal use. And I saved up a little bit of my time. I'm going just to change those, maybe links, maybe a little bit of text, and that's it. So this is a great way how to save time. And the last button in this section, in this sales branch, is for business, B2B. So in this case, it will be different. So in the B2B and just in business to business world, we used to communicate with other companies like on more individual way. We don't want to sell them like products through e-shop because communication with businesses is sometimes more like complicated than just with like person, That's why we used to have like Google Meets, meetings with these customers, business customers, and to arrange those meetings, we need to collect their contact details. So this is very important point. That's why our chatbot can do this. And we have this yellow button, contact collection, and this is the feature that will help you to collect contact details for these cases like this, when you need to collect contact detail on like company and contact them later to sell them some like individual pricing, for example, and stuff like this. You can adjust it to your business. So let's try to showcase this function. So I will delete this button again. We will replace it with a different type of button. So I'm getting back again, and I will at this moment I will use this transfer to chatbot because explain you why. So transfer to chatbot, basically what it does, it transfers a user of the chatbot to a different chatbot that I, for example, have. And if you remember in the start, I mentioned that I have two chatbots that I created before the webinar, and I'm going to use one of those chatbots. So let's go this button again for business, and let's choose this chatbot. This chatbot is called Webinar for Business Lead Gen. So I pick up this chatbot, and at the moment when someone clicks this button, he will be redirected to another chatbot. By clicking this button, I just get redirected to this chatbot. And this is the chatbot that is going to collect those contact details from other businesses so I can contact them later and negotiate with them. So as you can see, there is some like message for business. Sure, we're here to help you find the best solution. And what do we offer? We offer price calculation and arrange a meeting. So when someone clicks a price calculation, it says we can craft an offer for you, but we need a few details about you. So here we can use this contact collection button, and let's call this button like let's do it. I save it, and when I click on this button, I get into the settings of this specific button, and I can see the name, email, and phone. Those are questions that are going to be asked by chatbot. So chatbot will collect name of this company or this specific person, email, and phone number. You can sure thing customize those questions. You can add your own questions by clicking add field, other data. And so I created my custom question. I can do whatever I need. For example, what is your budget? And I can select a property for this specific question. As you can see, I have like address, city, order number, problem. I don't know, let's pick up, I don't know, whatever problem, for example. It will not match the question, but just to showcase. Or I can create another property. So I can click on create, and I can create new property in this section. So product name is budget, and it automatically creates a property key, and I can select a property type, so it's probably number. And the answer, or maybe you have question, why is this so complicated and why do I have to create property keys? And the answer is just because in case you want to interconnect Smartsupp with your CRM system or help desk tool or emailing tool, you can actually do this. You can interconnect it, and all those contact details that are going to be collected by chatbots will be automatically transferred to your system. And that's why we have these features. You can create like your own properties so they can match properties in your CRM system. And this is the reason why. So let's save this. I've set up 4 questions, and when person answers on all questions, chatbot will say like, thank you for inquiry, we will get back to you. And maybe you or like business owner on one of your salespersons will contact this company and they'll close the deal, hopefully. And after completion this form, it's good to give some options for people that use chatbot. do something with it, I suppose the best is to let them get back in the start of the chatbot. So that's why we're going to use this button again, transfer to chatbot. And let's go just like get back to FA, or just get back. Okay, let's call this like this, save it. And let's pick up the right chatbot, which is this one, chatbot with a random name. This is the main chatbot that I was building 5 minutes ago from scratch. And yeah, so this branch is done, and basically I need to do the same for arrange a meeting. And I'm going just to duplicate this yellow button, duplicate it on the arrange meeting, duplicate, and that's it. I've again saved up a little bit of my time. And maybe you mentioned this notice this pink button here, which is type of button which is connects people with your customer support. So what happens when someone clicks this type of button? It just connects with customer support, and so one of your people can connect and have like human-to-human touch and advice on the product, and help with checkout, I don't know, whatever. So let's get back to the main chatbot and try to test it. So let's click preview. This is our main chatbot. Let's call it main so it's clear. And let's preview it. So we need this branch. I am new. What do you offer? Then I pick up for business use case, and it says, as you can see, it like seamlessly transferred me to this second chatbot in very fast. And I would like, for example, arrange a meeting. It says, okay, cool, let's do it. Chatbot asks the question, what is my first last name? So done. Test, for example, let's send it. Okay, it says my email address, done, gmail.com. What's my phone number? This is my phone number. Because my budget is $15K. Right. Okay, it wants just numbers. 15,000. Thank you for inquiry, and I can click get back to get in the start of the chatbot. And what happens now? Chatbot saves this inquiry into this hub customers, into contacts, and here is this my contact that I just created. As you can see, there is some tags, some properties, and as you can see, there is a button sent to CRM system. This is very individual feature. So if you're interested in it, you can contact us and we will help you with it. So let's get back to automation again and to our main chatbot. Now we took a look at the this like lead generation feature, and I think we're done with the sales branch. And now we can start building our customer support branch. And the second chatbot I prepared before the webinar is dedicated, focused to FAQs and some customer support use cases. That's why I'm going again, just copy the content of this button. I will delete this button again and use another type of button, which is transferred to chatbot. I give it the same name, save it, and I pick up the right chatbot, which is webinar FAQ chatbot. Save it and open selected chatbot. So I have prepared again the third chatbot for FAQs. If you can, as you can see, there are some FAQs like Apple ID, some repair status, payment information, shipping, complaints and returns, and ping button, which connects you with the customer support again, which is very relevant in this branch. Let's test this out again, so you can see how it actually works. Let's click preview, and let's click this. I'm current customer. I need help. I click this. and it automatically redirects me to another chatbot. And I can sort of FAQs, payment information, whatever I need, or connect with customer support team. So this is basically how I build chatbots from scratch. I combined 3 different chatbots, and it took me, I don't know, 15 minutes. I'm sure when you don't have experience, it will take maybe a little bit of like more time. And the second way how to build chatbots is using our templates. By the way, those 2 chatbots that I used are our templates that are normally accessible to all of you if you have standard or pro package. So you just pick up the right use case, lead generation, sales, customer care, marketing, whatever. And we have around 20 templates. And so I'm sure you will find your template. So you just pick up the right template you need. For example, let's pick up lead generation and arrange more meetings. I can use this template. And I already have a chatbot for scheduling meetings on my, for example, digital agency or whatever is my business. You can definitely customize those templates. You can do whatever you need with it. You can change buttons, you can change content. You can just adjust it to your business. And sure thing, you can use more templates. You can use like 3-4 templates, and you can combine them between each other, as I did by using this transfer to chatbot button. And let's take a look quickly at those 3 tabs in the designing environment. So if you click statistics, you will be able to see statistics for the specific chatbot. So you can find some relevant insights on these chatbots. For example, you publish it on a website, 1 month it just goes, and after 1 month you can see how many times it was triggered, how many conversations the chatbot had, and how many conversations he escalated to humans. And also you'll be able to track like the most clicked buttons. And for example, some buttons that are not clicked at all, you can delete them or just adjust the chatbot. And in the settings of the specific chatbot, you can set up different conditions. For example, the first one is when. You can specify when the chatbots will be triggered. After a visitor stays on the website, or after visitor clicks on the chat box button, or for example, after visitor stays on a particular subpage. And sure thing, you can set up a wait time when it's going to be triggered. The second condition is where. And a lot of our customers, they use just this basic set parameter, which is all pages. The chatbots will be shown within the whole your website in one domain. But some of our customers, they have, for example, multiple websites, or they need to set like chatbot just for homepage, or chatbot just for a checkout. That's why they use the second option on specific pages. So you just put URL address where you want this chatbot to appear, and the chatbot will appear just on like eshop.com, I don't know, products ABC, and the chatbot will appear only on this URL and will not appear on other URLs. In this case, if it contains this part in URL, but you can set up your own conditions. And definitely you can add more conditions and combine them. So there are lots of options how to set it up. Then sure thing audience, you can display your chatbots to like all visitors, only new visitors, or even returning visitors. You can set up a number of visits if it's greater than 1 or 2, and etc. You can display it only for desktop visitors or only for mobile visitors, sure thing for both. And if you click add condition, you will explore even more conditions like based on IP address, city, country code, and so on. So there are a lot of combinations, a lot of conditions, and I'm still exploring new ways how to set it up. In the scheduling, I think it's clear what it means. So scheduling, you can set up when the chatbots will be actually active on your website, whether it's all year, all week, or just Mondays, or even like only Monday, Tuesday. It depends on you, very individual. And sure thing, you can set up specific time, for example, just from chatbot from, I don't know, in the nights from 6 to 8 a.m. And again, it's very individual. And behavior, some advanced, I would say, parameters. If you want to trigger this chatbot, if a visitor has already received a previous automated response, this is relevant when you use multiple chatbots in your website and automated messages. So this is it for the settings, and I think that's it from my part, from my side. And now you know how to build chatbots. Now you know how to use buttons from these chatbots, and now you know that you can build the chatbots from templates to save your time.
Thanks, Dan, for that. I think that was mightily insightful and very detailed. For now, we have a section to wait your questions. So if there are questions now, please ask them. How do I use different languages? So any ideas on this, Dan?
Sure. So different languages. First of all, we have Chatbox API, so you can set up different languages based on your domains. We have in the help center, we have articles and instructions on that, or you can just drop your email and I'll share it with you. And so this is the first way, and the second way you can use those conditions as I've shown 5 minutes ago. You can use conditions based on your address. So you can create chatbots in English, you can create chatbots in, I don't know, French, and in the conditions you just set up English chatbot appears only on the website with like English notation, and French chatbots only on the website with French notation.
Thanks for that, Dan. We have another question from Rebecca on removing the logo from Smartsupp.
No, it's impossible. As far as I know, this is more like marketing theme, Nikola.
Yeah, I think the team is working on some kind of tools to actually remove this for the paid plans. Keep an eye on the updates as we make it happen. Any other questions for now? Okay, I guess if there are no questions, we can slowly wrap up this session. Oh, there is more questions.
Yeah. Want to know information about recording a video of customers' movements inside the store? Yeah, I suppose you used Smartsupp for a long time, and basically we had integration with Smartlook company, which has been acquired by different big companies, so we do not have this integration anymore. So this feature is not a part of Smartsupp anymore. So if you actually want to record videos of your customers, we definitely recommend you to use different tools which are dedicated to this, for example, Hotjar or other different things.
Yeah, I would just expand on this because our provider of video recordings was based Smartlook, and it was acquired by other company, and they stopped providing services, and we are unable to guarantee that the service will work. Sometimes in the future, we might consider re-adding the video recordings, but at the moment, we don't have those plans. But in general, it will be basically, it's not our fault, let's say, but the provider we used was hamstringed not to provide its service anymore, and we cannot guarantee that the service will work. Hope this answers. Patricia, to answer your question fast, yes, recording will be sent to all registrants and entities automatically, but also as a in the part of a newsletter that we send monthly. And
Yes,
there's a question,
and
Marco, is there a connection with Copper CRM?
yes, I believe I don't want to tell 100% we have connection with this CRM system, but as far as I know, this is like very known CRM system. So, and I'm taking a look at the moment their API, so I think we're able to connect it, but we need to discuss it at an individual level. So if you're actually interested in it, we can contact you later and talk about this. This is the best way how to figure out together.
For everyone here,
Right, Marco, so drop your email in the chat and we'll get back to you.
Drop your email or write to Dan. I will share emails later, and we will get to it. Yes, Ayad, we know it was a cool feature, but we will see how, if other customers request it, we might integrate with some other tools. But for now, yeah, it's been discontinued, sadly. If there are no questions left, let's slowly wrap up this session. I will just say one thing, that a couple of months back, we have announced a huge value, a new product in our offering. It's a Mira AI shopping assistant. With this tool, we aim to build a AI shopping assistant that will help you automate both product recommendation and answering questions as much as human-like as possible. The team is heavily working on this software and solution. We will soon slowly start releasing it to customers and get it to our customers and getting some feedback. We are really excited about this because we aim to change how we work with how businesses can use AI into their websites and how their users can actually use automated both support and sales. It's aimed to resolve up to 80% of your level 1 questions and recommend products 24/7. So basically that mix between human and chatbot AI automation with this will be actually now possible. So you will have an easier time focusing on the business that's critical for you, but leave the simple stuff and let's say basic selling to the AI. We will inform our customers as we continue to roll out this feature. Should be able to try it within this year, and we are gladly welcoming any kind of feedback that you can provide us on it. One last question is, could we add Smartsupp to automated translations? Michael, I do not fully understand the question. Dan, maybe you?
As I understand it, if Michael wants to translate chatbots automatically, maybe, because I said that it has to be done manually. G-translate.
Yeah, probably we don't have the automatic translations yet. I don't think it's planned, but that's a good feedback. We're going to share it with the rest of the team. I guess indeed this is relevant to the translating chatbots automatically, which sounds good, really good. So we'll pass this information to the team. Okay, if there's no major questions, we are going to slowly wrap up this then. On this next slide, you will find mine and Dan's emails. Feel free to reach out to us with the feedback about the product, about the service, and of course, on any kind of content you would like to see from us and all the good stuff. We wish you a very pleasant summer, of course. Thank you very much for participation. The recording is incoming. Reach out to us if you have any questions or challenges. Thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.